movie that I watched called Mary and Max. Um, it's cute. It was it was quite interesting. At first, I wasn't sure what to make of it, and it's actually all stop motion animation and pretty much gray or brown. All right, so the movie itself um, was recommended to me by my friend Golsa, and she said that it reminded her of our early conversations when we were just doing text messages and doing language exchange on Tandem. So it was a lot of fun. Anyway, so here's the deal. It's all about this little girl living in Australia who she's an interesting character. She's in her own right an interesting character. She likes odd things, and she decides one day to send an anonymous letter. Well, not anonymous, but she picks a name out of the phone book, literally, and writes unknowingly to this morbidly obese 44-year-old man who's living in New York. Now, he himself, he's not exactly, your typical type character. Um, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He has a lot of issues. He does have some sort of on the spectrum, ways of dealing and viewing the universe. It's not bad. He's well-meaning. But yes, Max Jerry Horowitz receives a letter from 8-year-old Mary Daisy Dinkle. So they write back and forth. They exchange information. Things happen in their lives. Some of the biggest notes are she has a birthmark on her forehead. She's an alcoholic mother and a father who lives in the shed and talks to his stuffed animals. I guess he's into taxidermy. That's normally a really red flag on my list of things. If a person's into taxidermy, especially even if they start young, probably more so, it's when they wind up, becoming a serial killer because they're out collecting animals to try to do all this stuff. Anyway, and Max lives in a little one-bedroom place. I don't even think it's a bedroom. I think it's a studio apartment. And he's in New York City. There's an air conditioner. And he goes through a series of fish. It's kind of cute and funny. You have to really watch all of the little things that go on in the background and not just the main characters. Some of the other interesting things about the cinematography, I know it's stop motion, but red is a constant theme for certain highlights through everything. Tongue, other little odds and ends. But you look for the color and you'll watch for this. It's kind of fun. But yes, it's actually based off of really, it's inspired by this exchange, pen pal exchange. I don't really want to give away a lot of the plot. There's, ups and downs in their relationship. It's a very unusual relationship that they have, but it's very wholesome. I think that's one of the things that I think Golsa would probably say and agree. She'll probably agree in the comments that all the conversations are delightfully wholesome. But in this movie, yes. I will warn you, you will cry. There is a couple of moments where you will cry. You'll be brought to tears, and you'll stop and you'll say, "Oh my God, I can't believe." And you'll be brought to tears. But it's good. The movie itself stars, I never knew who Toni Collette is, but Philip Seymour Hoffman, Eric Bana, and apparently also Bethany Whitmore. I don't know all these names, except for obviously the famous Philip Seymour Hoffman and Eric Bana. Yeah, it's good. It's a fun film. It's quirky. Now, I don't know what I'm going to watch next. I had a couple of suggestions. I'm going to probably watch maybe the first episode of Game of Thrones. It's a good one that I've been told I should watch. I've never watched it, and I don't even think I've watched even 5 minutes of it. Believe it or not, all the big things that go on in the world. I'm kind of trying to avoid the whole Tiger the King thing. Maybe I'll watch that later. But definitely, I think Game of Thrones or... trying to think. Never got into 90210. Maybe I could watch an episode of that. Is there like an episode that I should probably watch of 90210? Anyway, my plan is to do this next week and try to get back onto a cadence of once a week. So we'll see. In the meanwhile, today's just a little short and sweet. And hopefully pick up the pace again and get back to the 10-minute videos. All right. If you are watching this for the first time, this is Missed Connections and our Missed Culture. Ugh, I gotta edit that out. No, I don't edit anything. All right. And so we'll see. Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. So one straight take. Okay, well, until later, have a lovely day, and hopefully we'll see you next week and with a new podcast. We'll see how that turns out. Okie dokie. Bye for now.